Welcome back. It is time for Set for Life, our financial segment with Nick Sapienza. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, good to be back.
Okay, so you kind of did an introduction to finance. You kind of talked about our goals. And now the big question is, how do we get to our goals? What do we need to do?
Yeah, so we've talked so far in the last two segments about where are you, where do you want to be, can you even get there? And then today we're going to talk about the how. So the way to reframe this whole thing and what we're really talking about is like we're going from point A to point B, right? So imagine we're taking a trip from like Lafayette to Gainesville. For whatever reason, we want to go there, God forbid.
God forbid?
Yeah.
Hey now.
So we're going to Gainesville, and there's a number of ways that we can get there, and we print out this map, or we have it on our phone.
Yeah.
And it looks like a nice, easy route. In reality, there's probably going to be some challenges along the way.
Traffic,
and so, yeah, we need to be able to think about what do we do if we get off track. Now, if you're driving from here to Gainesville, what's the thing that you reach for when you're off track or when you're lost?
Your map.
Yeah, your map, your GPS, right, basically.
Yeah.
So what we've created so far is this GPS. We have our goal, we have our plan, which we talked about last time, which is here are the four things that are within my control. It's how much I spend, how much I save, how much money I make, those, or how much time that I have until my goal. I can always adjust that. So that's our plan. Now we need our system. So the way to think about the system is that's the car, that's the vehicle. Like, what are the features that you look for in a car?
Safety.
Okay.
Obviously needs to have wheels.
Safety, wheels, maybe cooled seats because we're in Louisiana. All right.
This is true.
So a reasonable degree of safety, reliability, durability with Louisiana's roads and drivers too, like another thing that's probably going to be important. So that's what we want out of our system. Our system is our portfolio. It's the thing that's going to take us from point A to point B. And so what we don't want, if we can think about that for a second, is failure. So what leads to failure within a portfolio is things like putting all your eggs in one basket. Okay, so not diversifying. You have all your money in your company's stock or in one stock, one industry sector, even one geography. There are places to invest outside of the United States, believe it or not. And so that can lead to failure, right?
Yeah.
Financially at least. But there's also the psychological component, which is not biting off more than you can chew. And that takes some figuring out. You actually have to go through the process a few times, right? The 7-step process that we have to make sure that we're taking enough, but maybe not too much risk within our portfolio that we can handle personally, so that we're not prone to make more mistakes. We're not given more opportunities to make more mistakes.
I think this is a great little roadmap for us, and I love how you broke it down to think of it as a road trip.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that way I feel like it's not as scary when you think of it like that.
Yeah, but it puts everything in your control, or at least what you can control you're focusing on. So like in our case, Adele was the person that we created. If she's off track or if she's lost, she knows the 4 things that she can do to get back on track. She can't control the market. And let's say that she's off track and she needs to get back on, she needs to fund her plan more, she needs to save more, well, she could put more money into her plan. And she's not timing the market, she doesn't care about what Jim Cramer says or the Fed or interest rates, she's just doing what her plan is calling for. And so I think there's a lot of just being in the know with that gives you, that's really empowering. It gives you a lot of confidence with what you're doing. So.
Absolutely, that roadmap is important. And Nick, for our friends at home, if they have any questions, how can they contact you?
Best way is just to go to our website, Ritholtzwealth.com, or check out our YouTube, The Compound News on YouTube and podcasts and other things. So.
Thanks for hanging out with us and making finance easy for us to understand.
Working on it.
If you guys want to watch the other parts to this series, go to our website, kadn.com. Everything you need is right there. But let's check in with Adam Olivier.
Well, some big storms